All right, so as we were saying, I am Justin Hampton, the founder of the compensation tool, big data nerd. I like to talk about compensation. One of the things I really like to do is dig into why the data is right and why the data is wrong. So compensation folks, we probably have one opinion. HR folks, recruiting folks have different opinions. One of the things I really like to kind of bring to all the meetings I go to, especially when starting a new organization or talking with new managers or leadership, is that all models are wrong, but some are useful. That's not something I said, it's something that George Box said. He's a statistician from the 1900s or the 2000s that was fantastic. So, but why do we get where we are? Why is the data right, but it's also wrong? Well, in March of 2022, 4.5 million people quit their jobs. That month alone in the US. That is the most people that have ever quit their jobs ever in 1 month. But now, what's happening in the HR space is there's actually fewer job seekers. In fact, it's a ratio of almost 2 to 1 that we're seeing for jobs to job seekers. That's qualified job seekers. It's not unemployed, it's qualified job seekers. And making all that even harder for us as HR and compensation folks, inflation's 8.5% right now. That's a 40-year high. So where does that put us? Well, that puts us, oh no, you have to press a button. Well, we'll see what happens. That's where we are. We as the HR folks are at an all-time high with people leaving and with inflation going as high as it possibly is. Where our employees, they are there. They are at the most scarce they have been. So what do we as compensation people and HR people do? How do we stay competitive? We look at our employer-reported salary surveys. There's about 8 major salary surveys that drive billions and billions of dollars worth of decisions around human capital. We also look at our talent acquisition team and some other things that I didn't get to. But the biggest thing to think about with our employer-reported salary surveys, which are really the gold standard, are they're managed by a third party. They have to be more than 90 days old. There's no such thing as real-time employer-reported salary survey data and something else. But the other thing that we start to think about whenever we are looking at salary surveys, one of the really hard things for me is I know what an accountant is, you know what an accountant is, they know what an accountant is. You can have 3 different salary surveys that give you 5 different salary values for that job. That's confusing. One of the other things is there's a lot of over-reliance on the data. So we all hear 3%, 3%. That's the market adjustment every year. That's a salary survey. What we did was we tracked how many jobs moved up and down 1 year to the next in 2020, and it was 20% of jobs moved down. But that's okay, because you're not competing with the entire market. What you are competing with as an employer is you're competing with that very top tip of the iceberg. There's another thing that we got to press or something, probably again. But those jobs, they carry a premium. So what will happen? There we go. That's what salary surveys encompass. That encompasses everything, but you're not competing with everything. You're not competing for people that aren't trying to leave their job. You're competing for that top piece. And oftentimes those job seekers, they're going to carry a premium. They're going to be asking for more money, and that's why your salary surveys are oftentimes misaligned to what you are seeing in the market. So your current incumbents, they're close, but what you're seeing in job postings, that's higher. So what do we do? How do we actually, those are supposed to spin, but how do we actually be, there we go. So how do we actually be competitive? How do we stay competitive in the market? Well, there's a couple of things we can do. We need to take a look and see if we really have a problem. A lot of this is perception. A lot of these times we're hearing, we can't pay, we're losing everybody. But take a look. You have this data, you should have it. Look at your attrition rates. Look at how long it takes you to fill these roles that you've got posted. Take a look at that other thing that was up there. And then we have to also consider, how do we plan for this? Well, you have to design a plan that keeps up with the market. That's a screenshot from one of our tools that tracks market data wage growth at real time. Those 3% wage growths don't matter because that was a 15% change in the barista salary, and luckily this hasn't loaded up yet. There we go. So there's other things we can do too. We can actually track well, no, that's not right. We can actually create non-compensatory approaches to make sure that our employees are staying. That was a career ladder. But we can also keep tabs on our competition, know what our competition is doing, because that's what our managers are saying. That's what our employees are saying. That's what you as an HR and a compensation person have to keep track of. We want to know what our employees are doing, what our employees are paying, and what jobs are remote, what benefits are they offering. And this is another thing. Emphasize your pay philosophy. If you have a great pay philosophy, but people don't understand it and no one's communicating it, it doesn't matter how good it is. But if you target the market median, with 86% of companies do, that means that half the companies are going to pay more than you. But above all else, keep it simple. Come at this with a pragmatic approach and make sure it's clear. Again, if you don't have a solution or a compensation or HR program that's clear and simple and pragmatic, it won't work. That's my time.